Evaluate the following expressions. So we want to find tangent of 0 degrees minus 6 times the sine value of 90 degrees. So we need to remember how to find our tangent value. Remember, tangent is y over x, and we're talking about 0 degrees. So that will be our 0 degree angle in standard position. The point that we use to find our x and our y would be 1, 0. X is 1, y is 0. So that would be 0 divided by 1. And so the tangent value of 0 would be 0. Minus 6 times our sine value. So we want to find sine value of 90 degrees. Okay. (90 degrees in standard position). Our terminal side would be pointing straight up, that positive y-axis, so 0, 1 will be our x and our y value that we would use. Sine is y divided by r, and remember that the r would be 1. So y divided by r, so y would be 1. R is also 1, so that would be 6 times 1. So 0 minus 6, when we evaluate the overall expression, our final answer would be -6. For part B, we're looking for cosine squared of -180 degrees plus sine squared of -180 degrees. So we just need to find where the terminal side of -180 degrees is going to stop. And I'm going to go -90, -180. So it's a half rotation in the negative direction. We want to pick our point that lives on our terminal side, which would be -1, 0. So our x and our y and our r we know is 1. Just the distance here will be 1. So cosine, we know that's x divided by r. And when we say cosine squared, that means to find the cosine value of -180 degrees. And then after we find that value, then we are going to square it. So that means the same thing. Cosine squared of -180 degrees. We want to find the cosine value of -180 degrees and then square it. So this is two different ways of writing the same thing. So what is the cosine value of -180 degrees? Well, that would be x would be -1 divided by r, which is 1. Well, -1 divided by 1 is -1, and when I square that, we get a +1. Now we're going to do the same thing with sine squared. Sine squared of -180 degrees, so we want to find out what is sine of -180 degrees, and then we want to square it. So sine is y divided by r. So that would be 0 divided by 1, and then we square it. Well, 0 divided by 1 is 0, and 0 squared is 0. So 1 plus 0, of course, so our final answer there would be 1.